Alright then gang, so pretty much all of the functionality of this poll site is pretty much done. Now we can add new polls, we can vote on polls, and we can delete polls as well. But at the minute, when we either add a new poll, for example like this, or when we delete a poll, or when we vote, it's all very blocky. There's no kind of smooth animation or transitions. So I want to spend a couple of videos going over transitions first of all, and then animations to animate these bars right here when we vote. So, what are transitions? Well, transitions govern how elements either enter the DOM or are removed from the DOM. So right now, if I delete it, it just pops out. But it would be nice instead if it could maybe shrink out, or it could fade out or something like that. Likewise, if we add a new poll, it might be nice if the polls fade in to begin with. So we can use transitions to do all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go to the top and I'm going to just paste in an import. And by the way, we're in poll list right here. I'm going to paste in this import, and we're importing three things from Svelte/transition. Fade, slide, and scale. These are three types of transitions that we can use. There are more as well, but I'm just going to show you these three for now. So what if I want to transition the way the poll details component comes in and out? Well, I could use a transition property on whatever I want to transition in or out. Now we can only use transitions on HTML elements, not custom components. So I can't do it on this, but we do have a div surrounding this, so I could use a transition on this. So say I want these to fade in and out. I could say transition, and the transition is going to be fade, the thing that we imported right here. Now, if I save this and come over here, I'm going to refresh. Watch what happens when we add a new poll. First of all, you're going to notice this fade out in a second. Watch. It fades out and it's a bit jumpy. We'll address that later, don't worry. But when we add a new poll now and we click add, they fade in, and that's a little softer. It's a little nicer to begin with, right? Now, if you wanted to transition something differently when they enter than when they exit, you can do as well, because right now this governs how they enter and exit. They fade in and they fade out. But if we wanted something, for example, to fade in only, then we'd say in and then fade. So if I save this now and then I go to add new poll, now they don't fade out, but they do fade in, okay? If you wanted a different type of transition for the out animation or the out transition, we can say out and then whatever type of transition we want. So for example, I could use scale. So if I save that, then when we transition them out, it's going to scale out like that, okay? In it fades, out it scales out. And if I wanted, for example, slide out, the other thing we imported at the top, I could do that. So add new poll and it slides out instead. Now I'm going to keep this as scale because I quite like that. But what I don't like is that when I go to add a new poll, it scales out then. I would only like it to scale out when we click on delete, right? Not when we go to add a new poll. So for example, let me just add these right here. If we go to add new poll now, look at them both scale out. It doesn't look great. Now I want to change that so that they only scale out when I click on delete and only one of them is removed. Now to do that, I can say right here after scale a little pipe and then say local. And that means only when an individual item, one of these, is removed, then scale out. Otherwise, don't transition out at all if they're all removed, right? Only when one is removed. So if now I go to add a new poll like this, add poll, they fade in. If I go to add a new poll again, they don't fade out. They don't transition out in any way. But if I delete one, then it does fade out, or rather it scales out, okay? So that's nice, but there's one more thing I'd like to show you. Now, at the minute, if we add some polls, let me just do this, load of junk, like so, one more, okay? Now, if we remove a poll, the rest of the polls just kind of jump after the initial animation. It would be nice if they kind of animate or slide into their new positions, just to make things look a little slicker. So we can do that by importing something from a different part of Svelte. We can say import, and it's going to be flip from, and it's Svelte /animation, okay? Now, what we want to do is now add to these elements right here, the animate property or attribute, and say flip after that, and set it equal to an object where we can specify the duration as a property, and this is milliseconds. So I'll say about 500 milliseconds, half a second. So what I'm saying here is, look, when something is removed right here, when one of these is removed and you need to reorganize your positions, I want you to animate that using this flip thing right here that we import from Svelte animation. And I want the duration of that animation to be about 500 milliseconds. So now if I save this and we get an error, animation is not defined. So that's because this should be animate and not animation. So save that and come over here. Let me add some new polls first of all and add another one. Okay, and now if I delete one, watch the rest of them. They slide into their new positions and that looks a lot nicer, right? Cool. So there we go. That's the basics of transitions and animations. In the next video, we're going to animate the actual polls. These things, oops, let me just add this. These things right here, the bars, so that they slide to their new widths instead of just popping to them. And that will look a little smoother as well.